viewers, I saw a story today that got my nerd blood boiling a bit. Start off with a headline saying how now Google is in the ISP business, namely with Google Fiber. They're abandoning the idea of net neutrality that they used to champion. If you're not familiar with the term, very simple and probably flawed definition, net neutrality is saying once you've paid for access to the internet, the ISP, the provider, should not be able to dictate what you can and can't do. They shouldn't be able to throttle that site. For instance, for argument's sake, let's say your ISP was owned by the same company that owned a TV network. They shouldn't be allowed to, say, throttle YouTube traffic, but make the TV network traffic really fast, which is an actual thing that actually happens in the US. That's why a lot of people, in fact, virtually anyone who's even vaguely objective, knows that net neutrality is an important issue. Without it, big companies with vested interests will fuck up the internet. And Google had been one of the best friends internet users had. So I always thought it was self-interest on their part, but it was also fair. So I always thought, wow, we're lucky that someone with a lot of money wants the same thing that we want. But now it seems that Google doesn't want what we want. They want to strangle the stuff. They don't want net neutrality. Oh, this is such bullshit! So I read the article. Anger levels rising. And then I got to some detail and thought, wait a minute. The thing these guys are complaining about in this article is Google saying, as part of the terms of service for Google Fiber, you're not allowed to run a server. In other words, you're not allowed to use your access to give other people access. You're not allowed to set up things that people could get into your free Wi-Fi, and you're particularly not allowed to essentially be your own ISP. Pay Google this amount for really fast internet access and then on-sell it to other people for a lesser amount. Call me crazy, but that actually comes in as reasonably fair to me. Now, look, I'm fairly nerdy. Work in IT. I spend more time online than I do outside. Even if I did lose my own I'm a bigger nerd than you competition, curse you, Lauren. But when I say that, honestly, I think it's hard to find a more blinkered and titled group of people than nerds when they're pushed into a corner, when you want to take their toys away from them. Because I read through this article and I think, wait, you're just being bitches. Why go there they won't let us run a server. And then they started with all this friggin' equivocating. Technically, a computer, just an ordinary PC is a server. Oh, why can't I attach a legal device to my connection? Oh, shut the fuck up, you whiny little wankers! While Google citing all the other ISPs have related terms and conditions, which means we should, is a bit weaselly. They are using weasel words. In fact, they're basically saying, oh, remember that thing that we spoke out against last year? This year we're using it as a justification. I think that's kind of creepy and weaselly, and for me that would say keep a close fucking eye on Google in case they go further and further down this road. But I really don't think they are yet. I really think, hey, if we give you access to the internet, you can't be a dick about it and totally undermine our business model. And what really bugs me is a lot of the nerds doing the loudest shouting about this. I would lay money. They are these fucking libertarian wankers who go on about, no, freedom, no limits on me, yeah, Pirate Bay, woo, woo, fastest internet I could ever imagine. What? You mean, oh, you want to make money? Man, that's bad. I just want everything for me. Seriously, fuck you guys. If you can't be reasonable and even-handed, I don't fucking care. And this goes into something I've said several times before. When you see a news article that fits exactly into your ideology? And this did to me. As soon as I saw Google's abandoning net neutrality because they're an ISP now, I thought, fuck those guys. And I do not believe this article and the writer of this article are being honest. I believe they are talking quite a bit of shit, honestly. So, as my advice, when you see a news story that fits exactly into your worldview, take the time to think about it. Question it. Find corroborating sources. Because if you're not thinking, you're just being fed bullshit. Now that's the news, and that's the truth.